Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer, and this is a Fox News alert. Former Vice President Dick Cheney is calling out the Obama administration on several national security issues tonight, especially Afghanistan. He will deliver a speech less than an hour from now, firing back at recent criticism of the Bush team and directly contradicting a charge leveled by the White House Chief of Staff. Chief Washington correspondent Jim Angle is here with a Fox News exclusive. Good evening, Jim.
Good evening, Brett. As the president has agonized over what to do in Afghanistan, irritating critics on both the left and the right, the White House started blaming the Bush administration for leaving Mr. Obama a mess.
He had to sort out in Afghanistan a war where we had 7 years of drift and no policy.
We had a war for 8 years that was going on. That's a drift. That we're beginning at scratch, and just from the starting point, after 8 years.
Now, former Vice President Cheney is firing back, saying they hardly started from scratch, that they basically adopted a new policy handed to them by the Bush administration. In prepared remarks for the Center for Security Policy tonight, Mr. Cheney reveals the Obama administration had a head start, that President Bush handed the new president a major policy review carried out in the fall of 2008. But Mr. Cheney says the Obama administration asked them not to announce it publicly. And we agreed, Cheney says, giving them the benefit of our work and the benefit of the doubt. Then he goes on to say the strategy they embraced in March, with a focus on counterinsurgency and an increase in the number of troops, bears a striking resemblance to the strategy we passed to them. Another former official was more blunt, saying it was basically a cut and paste job. And indeed, President Obama did make changes, sending in General Stanley McChrystal to implement a new strategy of counterinsurgency instead of just targeting terrorists. But the administration seemed to balk when General McChrystal came back and asked for some 40,000 additional troops. Having announced his decision last March, Mr. Cheney says, President Obama now seems afraid to make a decision. The White House must stop its dithering, he says, while America's armed forces are in danger. The former vice president says for a long time the cause of our military in Afghanistan was unquestioned, even on the left, as he put it. But now he says we're hearing a drumbeat of defeatism and the same air of hopelessness heard about Iraq before the surge. In this case, the public seems to share Mr. Cheney's concerns. In a new poll by the Washington Post, just 31% said they think President Obama has a clear plan for Afghanistan. 63% think he does not. Brett.
Okay, Jim, thank you.